Meet Tootie Moyer. Like her late husband David, she was one of 4 children. Their family gatherings were always loud and well attended. Married for over 62 years, they raised 4 children. Today, she is delighted to be the bubby of 3 and the great bubby to 4 wonderful great-grandchildren.
I've always been proud to be a Jewish person. Being Jewish has always been a part of my life and my identity. I was born in Reading 95 years ago and have lived here all my life. My parents came from Russia, lived in Lithuania. Growing up in Reading, we were members of the Shemer HaBrith on 8th Street. It was just a little synagogue with millions of steps in the corner. My father was one of 5 charter members who could sit aside of the bima on holidays. We kept a kosher household and we walked to synagogue on Friday nights, never in a car. My neighborhood was full of Jewish families and I was so proud to be with them. My father was a baker and the bakery was in the back of our house. I can still remember lines out Saturday night stretching down the alley waiting to buy bagels for my father. In fact, after a while, he stopped baking rye bread and challahs and only baked bagels. They were crisp on the outside and so soft in the inside. Unless we were Jewish, no one even knew what a bagel was then. In my high school, there were 12 Jewish kids. Some were religious and some were not, and some were so-so like me. Once a month we'd wait outside, mostly on the steps outside, and talk. We talked lots of things, especially as it related to being Jewish. After I got married, we continued living in a very Jewish neighborhood. Both our families lived within 6 blocks of each other. We all supported each other. Like on the day of my son's bris, even a blizzard did not stop the hospital from overflowing with people. I never received a formal Jewish education. Growing up when I did, it wasn't done, especially if you were a girl. Today, I'm so pleased to say my great-grandchildren know all the prayers and sing and go to Hebrew school. That makes me very proud. Being Jewish has always been a part of my identity. The work of the Chabad and our synagogue to help Jews in Reading and all over the world is so important and so relieving. And it was also part when that we are Jews. Helping each other is what we do the best. 10 years ago, my husband died. Jewish Family Service was so supportive. They answered all my questions and helped me with just about anything I needed to know. I also started becoming more involved in the community, especially the JCC. I got to know and meet most of the members of the senior programs in the JCC because there were people my age. I'm proud that I'm Jewish. The Jewish Federation is helping people every day and represent all of us. This is my community and my JCC, and I've always been proud to be Jewish.
The Jewish Federation of Reading hopes you enjoyed this story and getting to know a fellow Jew living in Berks County. Federation is the central organization for issues affecting all Jews in Berks County. It represents us all, working closely in cooperation with local synagogues and community partners. Your gift to Federation supports our Jewish community here in Berks County, in Israel, and around the world. You provide cultural programs through the JCC. You assist Berks County Jews in need through Jewish Family Service. You combat the growing problem of anti-Semitism. You fund Jewish education for the next generation. To continue these services, we ask you to participate in a very special community campaign. During 2020, generous community members will match dollar-for-dollar campaign increases from both new donors and longtime contributors. Every new or additional campaign dollar donated in 2020 becomes 2. If you're not yet a contributor, please consider starting. If you're already a contributor, please consider increasing your gift. Your campaign contribution to Federation keeps our story of Jewish life going here in Berks County.